Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, Learn French with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my YouTube channel, then press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Today's topic is Présentez-vous in French. Présentez, I guess, sorry, you should come here. Présentez-vous. In short, present yourself, introduce yourself. But this time I'm going to discuss in detail. The very first video of my channel, I did introduce yourself. So that was just, hi, my name is this, nice to meet you. That's it. But this time, Présentez-vous, I'm trying to cover everything. So it's like it would be helpful for your Delf exam also, like in Delf A1, A2 and B1. These three levels, Présentez-vous plays a very important role. It's a very important part of the speaking part. So let's get started. First of all, of course, Bonjour is required to be said, hello. Then you can start with your Présentez-vous. Like if it's in your Delf, then the teacher, the first task is Présentez-vous. So she will only say, or he will only say that Présentez-vous. And then you will begin. So the first thing which should appear, the first thing which you should say is your name. First thing, name. So, je m'appelle. My name is. Then, your name. Like my name is Anubhav Roy, so I will be writing Anubhav Roy here. Je m'appelle Anubhav Roy. Second thing you should talk about is your age, or âge as in French. Our name is nom, âge. So, as we all know that age is to be written with avoir and not with être. So it's J dash en. Here the number, that's your age. So number also video I have done 1 to 100. So if you haven't watched it, the links are in the description. I have put them. So J dash en. I'm 17 right now. So I'm writing J 17. Then you may talk about your nationality, which is to be said like je suis, the être conjugation with je, present tense, and then your nationality. Like I am Indian, so I will write Indien. Could have a girl speaking this statement, then it would be double ne. Change to feminine form. Je suis, the pronunciation will also differ, Indien. Otherwise, if I am saying it, so it will be je suis Indien. Then you can talk about the city where you live in. You can say city. So where do you live? J'habite à, then the name of the city. I live in Delhi, so I will say Delhi. Then you can talk about your profession. What are you doing as of now? Profession also, I have done 2 videos on that. The links are in the description if you haven't watched it. So, je suis dash, your profession. I am a student right now, so I will be saying je suis étudiant. If you are a student, then you should mention in which class do you study. J'étudie à dash class or j'étudie au collège, it differs. J'étudie à l'université, again it differs. J'étudie à baccalauréat, graduation. So, j'étudie à 12e classe. 12th, the ordinal number for 12, which is 12. So ordinal numbers also have done a video. If you haven't watched it, links are in the description. You can watch it later. Seventh thing, you can speak about the languages you know to speak. So languages spoken. How to say that? Je peux parler or simply je parle. Je peux parler or dash number of languages. If it's un, two, deux, if it's three, trois, if it's four, quatre, if it's five, long. In my case, I will say cinq long. If you have written how many languages you can speak, then you should say what all languages do you speak. So, in my case, I would say je parle anglais, which is English, français, which is French, Hindi, and Bengali, my mother tongue. And since I'm having a little knowledge of Spanish, one could say un peu d'espagnol. So, I can speak 5 languages, and these are they. These are the languages which I speak. So like that, you can say, like if you speak 4 languages, je peux parler 4 langues, which all languages you can speak, you can write that very well. Then coming to words, describing your family in brief. How many members there are in your family? Who all are they? You can even talk about the profession. So family members. So you will say by saying il y a dash membre dans ma famille. Here again the number will come. So in my case, I would write 6. In French, 6. So il y a 6 membres dans ma famille. Then you can write who all are they. Like in my case, I would say il y a moi, mon père, ma mère, mon frère, ma belle-sœur, et ma nièce. Like me, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece. So you can even talk about the professions, that what all they do. 9th one, you can tell about any pet if you have any. Like j'ai un dash. The animal which you have, it can be you also if it's a feminine animal. So j'ai un chien. Then you can talk about the name, you can talk about the color, you can talk about how you spend time with him, you can talk about how much you love him, like that. So in brief, you can talk about your relation with your pet also. So j'ai un chien whose name qui s'appelle dash the name, like my dog is Buzo, so like that. J'ai un chien, ma famille is of descendants. J'ai un chien qui s'appelle Buzo. Like that. You can write, like I have a cat, I have any random animal as my pet. There can be so many animals as pet. So j'ai un chien, j'ai un dash animal whose name is this. I do this with him, I do that with him, I really love him. Like that you can say in 2-3 lines. Now, after discussing all this, next, most probably the biggest portion of your Présentez-vous, and I guess the last one also, is the likes and dislikes. What all you like, what all you don't like. So, try to avoid putting dislikes into your Présentez-vous because that won't be so nice. And if you want to put dislikes, then you may put 1 or 2, not much. Likes should be more. What are things you like to do? So if you like to travel, you can say j'aime voyager. I like to travel. Now if you like to travel, you can describe about the recent place you visited within 3-4 lines. Like you visited this city, you saw these all monuments, you visited these all places, like the food was such, the people were such. In very brief, you can discuss about it. If you write, if you want to say that you like reading, so you can write j'aime lire les romans. I like reading novels. Now, if you like reading novels, which novel is your favorite? You can talk about. And moreover, like such questions can be put by the examiner also. Like when you are saying all this, then the examiner can cross question, which book do you like? What's the recent place did you travel? Describe in few lines. He or she can say like that. So you should be well prepared. You can't just say anything in front of the examiner. Uh, you can't say anything in front of the examiner. You should speak the truth, because if you try to speak the lie, you might fumble and that may not sound good. So j'aime lire les romans. If you like reading novels, then which novel do you like? Which genre do you like? Such questions can come. Now, if you like listening to music, so j'aime écouter la musique. Okay, if you like listening to music, you can talk about who's your favorite singer, which language songs do you prefer the most, like that you can talk about. Then if you are into artwork, so you can say j'aime dessiner. I like to draw. J'aime sculpter. Note the spelling SCULPTER. I like to sculpt. So like that, again, some of your likes. Like if we see the sentences like j'aime is getting repeated again and again. To avoid this repetition, you can also say like quand je suis libre, je fais des, je fais that, je lis le roman. Like when I'm free, I like to do this, I like to do that. Like saying rather j'aime again and again, it's really unnecessary repetition. So this repetition can be avoided, right? Now, if you write j'aime voir les films, I like to watch movies, or I like to watch TV, that can also be said. Then you can talk about your favorite TV show or your favorite movie which you recently watched. And then if you are into sports, so j'aime jouer dash the name of the games which all you like to play. Like again, sports video also I did, so if you haven't watched, the links are in the description, you can watch it. So suppose if I like to play football, so I would say j'aime jouer le foot. Like, okay, I said likes and dislikes. If you are to put dislikes in your Présentez-vous, there's no harm in that. One or two can be put. So in my case, I would definitely put it. Like, I would simply say, je n'aime pas the sport. I don't like sports. Like A1 exam was the first experience of giving Delf. So in the speaking part, I said that I like to watch TV and I do watch cricket and all, cricket and football. And the next statement was that I don't like sports. So the examiner cross-questioned, you don't like sports, but then you watch cricket and football. So in that part, I couldn't say anything. So such contradictory things shouldn't be there. You should be clear of what you are saying. Like Delf A1 is really the first experience of giving Delf, so it happens. From Delf A2, there won't be any such confusion, I suppose. And like you can talk about your eating preferences also. Like j'aime manger les repas, the country which you like. Like if you like Chinese, les repas chinois. If you like Indian, les repas indien, les repas italien, like that. It differs from person to person. So likes and dislikes account for the major part of your Présentez-vous. So with your likes and dislikes, it's fine. It's perfectly okay to just end it. and let's end it here only. So c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel on French with Anubhav. And if you have any doubt or suggestion, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn French with Anubhav. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas que la langue française est la mode.